blow your mind with another concept, and that's the Metaverse. And, video games have these skins that you can buy and use for your character, and blockchain and crypto plays right into that. But what's happening is a kind of a demographic shift for how people consume things, how they consume entertainment and physical goods. Where we're going right now is this idea of the metaverse. It's almost like The Matrix, if you remember that movie, where you're going to have digital art. You're going to have tokens that you use to play and buy skins on your video games. You're going to use a video game to access digital concerts and different venues. And there's going to be a whole nother kind of world in a digital world where digital natives, a younger generation that are coming up that are participating in today and they are used to today, but it's going to develop even further. And I think blockchain technology plays right into that. Kind of on the NFT front, I know we've talked a little bit about some of the digital aspects of NFTs and some of the cool ideas of NFTs. One of the areas in this space which really kind of gets me excited is bringing the real world assets into the crypto landscape, making things like real estate or patents more accessible, more liquid, and so to me that's a fascinating area to think about. As somebody that invests in real estate, the idea of not having to deal with a title company, not having to deal with an inspector or all these other intermediaries. It totally lowers the costs of that type of transaction. And I think you'll see some of that in other industries as well.
By the way, because I mentioned the metaverse, that is certainly what the companies are looking at. If you read the first quarter earnings call from Unity, they take a little bit of time to explain what they see in the metaverse. And I might offer up, the world you're describing, it sounds a lot more like Ready Player One, maybe. Than the Matrix. And if the idea is that NFTs could be tied to these digital assets like you see in that movie, I certainly think it's going to be very interesting in terms of digital ownership. But the same way we're looking at cryptocurrencies, I still think it's very early days with NFTs, and a lot of the money being spent there. I'm sort of in the camp that there's absolutely value in NFTs. Ed had mentioned a few different ways to, not go through title ownership and stuff, and it can be tied to physical assets. But at the same time, there's a lot of speculation out there. And I think that's just kind of the market we're in. I mean, someone sold an invisible statue, basically not a statue, for $18,000. So I think the technology is there on NFTs, but maybe what some people are spending on these things lately is a little bit more, speculative.